What's going on, guys? This is Nate from the Shop Academy welcoming you to another deck profile here on the channel. Today we're here with Dustin playing his Eldlich deck. Let's get right into it.
What's up, guys? My name is Dustin. I've been playing this deck for a few weeks now. I was playing it before we got locals back, just like practicing with it and stuff, but I played this at every local we had coming back, and I went X1 at every one of them. I went X01 today. I did draw, but so I haven't lost more than one match yet with it, but playing Eldlich Dragoon. It's kind of a stupid deck. It's not fast-paced or anything like that, but you just control the board. It's kind of dumb. My field center, shout-outs to my boy Wobbuffet. So first card, 2 Gold Lords. I don't play 3. I might go to 3 because DD Crow and Call by the Grave kind of make things really hard for me. So I don't know. Right now, 2 is a good number. You don't really need 3, but who knows? Just kind of playing by ear right now. But the main guy, the Eldlich stuff. He's pretty good. He's removable. He's a big body. Makes rank 10, so it's pretty good. 3 copies of Ash Blossom. It's the best hand trap in the format, in my opinion. I play 3 of them. It's pretty much everything. 2 copies of Nibiru, which I'm on the fence of taking these out because once I establish a Dragoon, I don't like having it. I can play out of it, but it's just really good when you're going second. A lot of decks will follow this guy. 2-draw Lockbird, it's good against a lot of things right now, Drytron especially. I don't play 3. I think the 3, 2, and 2 has been working pretty well for me for hand traps. And then Red Eyes Wyvern, just 1 copy. Red Eyes and Dark Magician for the Red Eyes Fusion Materials, self-explanatory. That's it for the monsters. The spells, we got 3 Prosperity. This card is so good. I was playing Extravagance before this. I have never banished all 3 copies of my Dragoon off of 1 Extravagance yet, but this card takes care of that problem. So it just digs deeper. You can dig for your combo, your Red Eyes pieces, or your Floodgates or counter traps with it. It just sets up first turn boards really well, helps you with that. 3 copies of Cursed Outland. Eldlich Searcher, Gold Lane Searcher, it's really good. We know what this card does by now. 3 copies of Red Eyes Fusion and 3 copies of Red Eyes Insight because you want to stick a Dragoon right away, and you basically have 6 copies of Red Eyes Fusion. And it sends the Wyvern as a cost, so that's pretty good. And even if you draw the Wyvern, you can still send it from hand, so it's not dead. I found that out a couple tournaments ago. I didn't realize that it didn't have to send it from deck. I was like, oh, this card's actually really good. So yeah, so 6 copies of Red Eyes Fusion essentially. 1 copy of White Destiny, just kind of there as a extra Elixir card, and 1 copy of Magical Eyes Fusion. It doesn't come up very often, but when it does, if you can stick 2 Dragoons, it's really good. You can send this off of Anaconda, or you can just hard activate it if you drew it, but once you have your first Dragoon, your first Red Eyes Fusion resolved, this is another way to get a second Dragoon out, or whatever. I just like the 1 copy. A lot of times I'll side it out just for consistency reasons, but Dragoon's just really good against a lot of things, so it's good game 1. That's it for the spells. And for the traps, I got 3 Sanguine, 3 Conquistador, and 2 Acquire. I don't play 3, I just don't have room. I'm already playing 42 cards. Standard Eldlich lineup. I don't play the counter trap. It's not really necessary. It's decent, but that one's probably arguably the worst one to draw. So, and it's just another card that I have to set. And more cards I have to set, the less cards I have in my hand for Dragoon. But it's fine. It's a good ratio. This card is stupid. Summon limit, 3 copies of it, especially going first. If you stick a Dragoon on a summon limit, it beats a lot of decks. And to add instant to injury, I also play counter traps, so it helps stick to this. People hate to see Dragoon and summon limit. I understand. I feel bad, but I'm playing to win, whatever. It just traps on a lot of stuff in the format. A lot of things summon more than twice, so it's. If you're going first, this card is arguably better than Nibiru because it stops them way sooner than Nibiru does. 2 copies of Solemn Judgment, 2 copies of Solemn Strike. I don't play 3. I did play 3, but I needed room for other things. So I think 2 and 2 is plenty. Just takes care of, basically covers all the cards that they want to get rid of. This will protect them usually, and it also prevents you from having to use Dragoon on other stuff. You can save your Dragoon for other things. It just kind of depends on the situation. And Imperial Order, this card's done too. This card wins a lot of games, especially if you draw it going first. They are like, I'm deciding Twin Twister, Lightning Storm, or Cosmic, or Feather Duster. And you're like, no. This card's going to be super good next format if people around here play Sky Strikers. This card will auto win against Sky Strikers usually. So 42 cards for the main deck. Extra deck. Still playing 3 copies of Dragoon, even with the Prosperity over the Extravagance. I don't really have a lot of stuff in the extra deck I need to summon, so a lot of the times it's 1 or 2 of these a game. Usually 1, sometimes 2, never, usually not 3. I don't think I've ever summoned a 3rd one. I usually will banish 1 of these off of the Prosperity. But Dragoon's annoying. He's not unbeatable, but he's really good. Anaconda, just in case I need to go the Anaconda route. Again, this is really good for Magicalized Fusion as well. To stick a 2nd Dragoon. 2 copies of Link Spider, just for because the trap cards count as normal monsters, so you can link into them, and they become effect monsters that way, so you can link up into with Anaconda. It's really mostly the only application for these. IP Masquerena, Pocket Fibrax, Unicorn, and Access Code. That's just in case I have a way to OTK. I don't really use these a lot. Most of the time these are getting banished off the Prosperity, but they're there just in case. I don't own a BLS link, otherwise I'll be playing one of those instead of something else. Actually, there's something else that Siege Monsters that I would take out, but because the BLS link is really good if you summon it with an Eldlich. It just becomes pretty good. Another card that I hardly summon, but it's there just in case, because overlaying the 2 trap cards for this guy, he can be pretty good sometimes. I like having him as an option. Constellar Palladius. Gustav Max. This guy, he's like a Gustav Max, but he destroys a card instead. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a destroy a card. This is a card I would take out for the BLS link if I had it. It's just there as an option. This is another card that I usually get rid of off Prosperity. Juggernaut, because he wins games. He's dumb. You know, Gustav Max and Juggernaut, it's a dumb combo. You can win games out of nowhere. It steals games you have no right winning. And Zeus for the last card in the extra deck, because Zeus is Zeus. Zeus is amazing. I don't really need to explain him. That's it for the extra deck. And then side deck kind of just depends. This has been what I've been sticking with lately. It's been working for me really well. I haven't had any cards that I don't side in, so I'll just stick with it for now. 3 copies of Lancia. This is probably one of the better, most best side deck hand trap in the format. It troops on a lot of decks. 3 copies of Gadarla, and I choose this because the Wind Barrier statue is an issue, and this is the one I choose. I can kill this with Dragoon or Eldlich usually, so it's not a problem that it's bigger than Gameciel. The Gameciel does not take care of the Wind Barrier statue, and when Tri-Brigade players use that, it's a problem. So that's 3 copies of Dark World No More. This came in, well, it didn't come in handy, but I did side deck it in against a mirror match today. Somebody else here is playing Eldlich Dragoon. This is an out to Dragoon. That way I can kill it with an Eldlich or a Conquistador or something. It's just a way to deal with break my board matchups and Dragoon. It's really good. 3 copies of Lightning Storm. This card traps on the mirror match. Sometimes other decks that set 2 or 3 back row. It's just really good to, it's good removal. And Cosmic Cyclone, it's good against other matchups that set slightly less back row but have more detrimental cards, like let's say Salad or Orcus, stuff that they rely on like a single copy of a field spell or something. Or against Eldlich, this is really good against Eldlich because it banishes their trap cards instead. And there's that guy, because I played here. Anyway, that's it for the deck profile. It's 42 cards in the main deck, and I have been pretty happy with the way it's been testing. I was playing Torrential Tribute before. Torrential Tribute's really good in this deck, but I needed room for like a 2nd Walquero because I was only playing 1 before, and I needed room for another couple games. I needed room for Droll Loppers because Drytron was crapping on me before, so I made room for those except the torrentials. Torrential, since Dragoon and Eldlich that was summoned by its graveyard effect can't be destroyed by card effects. If you have those stuck, sometimes your opponent will forget and overcommit, even if you have those 2 monsters and you use Torrential. They'll be like, oh, okay, so you're willing to get rid of your own board. So I'm like, no, my guys stay. But yeah, Torrential can really throw people off. But I'm not currently playing it. I don't want to add any more cards. 42 is already enough. Yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks for watching the deck profile. Shout outs to Scrub Academy, my good friend Nate who runs this channel. And I'm plugging my channel, YuGiOh. I've taken a break for a while, but I'm planning on getting back into making videos again. I've been on a break for like, 3 or 4 months now. But yeah, I'm going to probably post this profile on my channel as well. And Nate will link his my channel in his description. I'll link his channel in mine when I post it. So, but yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, you post them in the comments, and I will answer them. Nate will answer them. I don't know, I'll answer them. But yeah, that's it.